Belarusian sprinter Krystsina Tsimanouskaya called on the International Olympic Committee on Sunday to get involved in her case after saying she had been removed from the national team and taken to a Tokyo airport against her wishes over her criticism of national coaches.
Here's a summary of the article.
Belarusian sprinter Krystsina Tsimanouskaya called on the International Olympic Committee on Sunday to get involved in her case after saying she had been removed from the national team and taken to a Tokyo airport against her wishes over her criticism of national coaches. "I am asking the International Olympic Committee for help," Tsimanouskaya said in the video, posted on the Telegram channel of the Belarusian Sport Solidarity Foundation, a group that supports athletes jailed or sidelined for their political views. Tsimanouskaya said she was taken to the airport against her wishes on Sunday to board a flight back home after she publicly complained about national coaches at the Tokyo Olympics. The sprinter, who was due to compete in the women's 200 meters on Monday, told Reuters she did not plan to return to her country and that she had sought the protection of Japanese police at Tokyo's Haneda Airport so she would not have to board the flight. Tsimanouskaya was accompanied to the airport by two members of the Belarusian sports delegation. "Some of our girls did not fly here to compete in the 4x400 meters relay because they didn't have enough doping tests," Tsimanouskaya told Reuters from the airport. Tsimanouskaya added she was standing next to Japanese police at the airport and she has reached out to a member of the Belarusian diaspora in Japan to retrieve her at the airport.
This post received a score of 40,000, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Tokyo police has her in protective custody.
Great. Now she needs asylum.
Given the sanctions the EU imposed on Lukashenko, I think they will be willing to provide asylum.
How often does this happen at the Olympics? I feel like my parents told me stories of defectors from the USSR, but how frequent is this sort of asylum, defection at the Olympic scenario?
Olympic Games defectors, 60.
Holy shit, nearly half of them are Hungarians in 1956.
That was because of the recent Hungarian Revolution. Their country was being hit by an intense Soviet crackdown, and defecting at the Olympics was viewed by many as their only chance at avoiding execution or imprisonment. Edited for clarity.
The water polo match between Hungary and the Soviet Union after the crackdown was absolutely brutal. It's called Blood in the Water. Blood in the Water. The Hungarians won after the officials decided to cut the match short.
It should be noted that several members of the water polo team were among the defectors.
A 20-minute-long recording of a conversation between Tsimanouskaya and the head coach of Belarus national athletics team has been published. The coach threatens that if she won't listen to him and return to Belarus, she'll most likely commit suicide.
Jesus. That's a slam-dunk asylum case, surely.
Czechia has already offered her asylum.
Poland first.
Some media are reporting that she wants to seek asylum in Austria.
Lithuania should give her asylum just to rub it in fat Luka's face.
Probably shouldn't, because maybe she has family back home, and if she goes to this countries her family might get in the crosshairs and Lukavich would just say that she's in cahoots with terrorists and sanction her entire family. A safer place would be a more politically neutral country.
That ship may have sailed already. If I'm her brother, sister, mother, father, I'm grabbing the go bag.
Yep. If they are not already in custody, they should act like they are wanted and get across a border right away.
Hope she gets asylum.
It will be interesting to see how this is handled after Belarus' recent counter-terrorism efforts resulted in them detaining an opposition journalist.
It's funny how every counter-terrorist movement by a country ends up being a push to squelch dissent.
Hey, at least in Australia we don't use our counter-terrorism units to target journalists. Internet comedians, on the other hand.
The guy doing production for an internet comedian. Just to pump up the absurdity another notch.
This is what Republicans want to turn America into. Any criticism of the country and they'll take you off the team.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.